Hey everyone, welcome back to Project M Nexus. Today's video will be the final in a 5-part series on the best PM player for each character in the game. The last time a series like this was made was all the way back in 2016, so it's fair to say that it's time for an update to celebrate the progress the scene has made since then. While Saber did his best to shout out other contenders for characters where there's no clear choice, you should also know that this series represents his opinions based on his knowledge of the scene and should not be taken as an objective truth in any way. Having said that, let's get into the fun part.
Mr. Game & Watch.
Let's start off with a pick that nobody would have made 6 months ago. Nezergy is the best Mr. Game & Watch player in the world. Despite relative inactivity over most of 2021, he started grinding the game again leading up to Jailbreak, and put on the performance of a lifetime to make it into top 8. The set that has been playing in the background the whole time is one of the craziest sets in modern PM history. Nezergy lost Game 1 to Kais in pools, then went down 4 stocks to 1 in Game 2 before making a reverse 4-stock comeback. He then went on to solidly win Game 3 to complete the upset. On his run to top 8, Nez eliminated 3 other players who had made major upsets that day in Greeley, Try, and Tismatic on his way to a breakout top 8 finish. We also need to shout out Ellipsis for his great results in the Midwest, with wins over Comb, Dirtboy, Astastic, and Kumatora. He's definitely the more active player, but Nezergy's win over Kais and generally top 8ing one of the most stacked events in 2021 is enough for him to earn the title of the best Game & Watch for now.
Rob.
Not only is Comb a riddle master and a combo fiend, but he's also the best Rob player in the world. Comb barely got ranked as number 50 on PM Rank 2019. But he kicked off 2021 with a bang at Undertow, getting wins over Akimi and Techboy for a top 16 placing. Since then, his stock has only gone up, with wins over Young Quaff and Fresh at Blacklisted 6, and even a first place finish at Holiday Smash Bash over Frost, Dirtboy, and Ellipsis. Comb's improvement from 2019 to 2021 is remarkable, and as of one of only 2 people to take a LAN set over Techboy in 2021, he's unquestionably a bracket threat to even the highest echelon of players. With Nog, Sneeze, and Comb all in the mix, Rob is definitely becoming a more common character at the top level these days, and Comb is showing just how far a solo Rob can go.
Ice Climbers.
Techboy has been pretty clearly the best Ice Climbers player in the world since 2017, and in 2021 he achieved the character's first ever national victory at Blacklisted 6. In the process, he took out Metroid, CT Saber, Blue, Malachi, and double eliminated the Doctor to win the event from winners in a relatively dominant fashion. Techboy's creative desyncs and brutal punish game have made him a tyrant over Michigan, winning a tournament held in honor of his high school graduation over Dirtboy, Ellipsis, and Morse Code, with 2 games dropped the entire tournament. While he did place an uncharacteristically low 17th at Undertow after losses to Blue and Comb, both players have since proven themselves to be national threats in their own right. And Techboy's results before and after prove that he remains the number 1 Ice Climbers in the world. And perhaps he's even a contender for the number 1 player in the world after his victory at Blacklisted 6.
Pit.
Sosa has been playing Pit for years in pools and at SoCal events. But 2021 was the year that he brought out his secondary for real at a major and proved that not only is he the best Pit, but his Pit has what it takes to compete with the best in the world. At Shipwrecked, Sosa switched to Pit while down 2-1 against Kais, trading games before being sent to losers, where he played Pit for the rest of the tournament. He then proceeded to 3-0 both Young Quaff and I Love Bagels, both of whom were having their best tournaments in years at Shipwrecked, whereas Sosa proceeded to absolutely dominate them with Pit. Given that nobody else is really putting up results with Pit right now, there's no question that Sosa's Pit is the best Pit in the world. And it's looking very likely that the character will show up on a PM Rank Top 50 for the first time ever in 2022 if Sosa keeps it up.
Olimar.
While Olimar is another character who's never made an appearance on PM Rank over its 4 iterations so far, CP9 seems like the most likely contender to change that right now. He's one of 4 East Coast Olimars with pretty strong results, the other 3 being Bees, .com, and Gutty. But for now, I think CP9 is the best of the bunch with strong national and local wins. At Blacklisted 6, he broke into top 16 with wins over Mr. Watch and Learn, Bees, and Mar, marking Olimar's best national placement ever. He also picked up a win on Bongo at New York's Cream of the Crop Monthly, further solidifying his claim to the title. Based on local results, it could definitely be argued that Bees has better wins, with sets on Flarp, Motobug, and Twisty at various locals. But we think that what CP9 has shown so far, with the few events that he's entered, including beating and outplacing Bees at Blacklisted, is enough to make him the best Olimar right now.
Snake.
The longtime #1 player in Oklahoma, Flashing Fire has been a consistently strong player for years, but recently he's stepped up as Snake's sole top-level representative in today's meta. With Flip mostly out of the picture these days, plenty of people were sleeping on the character until Flaffy defended his region and took first place at Timeskip, an Oklahoma regional where he beat Darkgun, Tia, and Yono twice to claim the gold. Unfortunately, that's his only offline showing in 2021, so there's not much data to work with here. But given how strong of a player Yono proved himself to be in 2021, and the relative lack of other top Snake players to choose from, we feel pretty comfortable calling Flashing Fire the best Snake main in a post-quarantine world.
Sonic.
Boring Man Sonic has been a threat for a long time, but with his overall improvement in 2021 came even better results for one of his best characters. His patient neutral and flashy combos have helped him secure a win over Nog at Undertow, weathering a storm of counterpicks with Sonic to earn his first ever national winners finals. He's also pulled out Sonic quite a lot at West Coast events, with a win over Narc at Jailbreak and sets over Thunder's Reign, Teals, and Saber at various NorCal locals. We also need to shout out Motobug as the second best Sonic in case you ever want to see a matchup that Boring Man doesn't usually play the character for. They just got ranked second in Massachusetts and have wins over players including Kais, Comb, and Twisty with Sonic. But if you want to see the highest level of Sonic in PM, Boring Man is definitely the best player pushing the character right now.
Knuckles.
Anytime a new character gets added to a game like Smash, there's a huge clamor among the established players to pick him up and prove that they're the best. But Yono outlasted the hype and proved without a doubt that Knuckles is a great fit for him in 2021. The old school Michigan turned Kansas player made an incredible breakout run at Undertow. Along that run, he earned wins over Che, Young Quaff, Blue, and Dirt Boy to place 5th after a Game 5 set with both the Doctor and Lunchables. Breakout performances don't get any better than that. Since then, he's picked up a win over Frozen at Blacklisted 6 and has taken down the likes of Metroid, Comb, O'Reilly, Ripple, and Frost at various locals to solidify himself as one of the best players in the Midwest. Here's where Moto earns another shout out. While they didn't enter any nationals, which makes it by definition impossible to compete with something like 5th at Undertow, Moto is definitely the second best Knuckles player with wins over players like Kumatora, Flarp, and O'Reilly, and is another great player to watch if you want to learn what Knuckles is all about. Alright guys, that wraps up the series on the best player of each character in Project Plus. Hopefully this has been a fun series to follow along with and learn more about the scene's top players. Once again, big thanks to Motobug for making the graphics for the series and helping us research some of the characters. I've linked their Twitter below and definitely check them out.